morning, friends. Today let us have some more problems on probability. And our first problem is a problem is given to 5 students A, B, C, D, E whose chances of solving the problem are 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5, 1 by 6. A problem is given to 5 students A, B, C, D, E and their chances of solving the problem are 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5, 1 by 6. Now we want the probability. What is the probability that the problem is solved? Problem is solved in the sense any one, at least one. If at least one solves the problem, then the problem is solved. So at least one is equal to 1 minus none solving the problem. At least one is equal to 1 minus none solving the problem. 1 minus none solving the problem. So none solving the problem. These are the probabilities of solving the problem. Not solving the problems, that is A bar, B bar, C bar. So not solving the problem, 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 minus 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 1 minus 1 by 4, 3 by 4, 1 minus 1 by 5, 4 by 5, 1 minus 1 by 6, 5 by 6. These are the probabilities of not solving the problem. So the probability of none solving the problem. The probability of none solving the problem is equal to product of all these probabilities. Product of all these things. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. So 1 by 6. 1 by 6 is the probability that none of the 5 solve the problem. Then what is the probability that at least one, friends remember, at least one is equal to 1 minus none solve the problem. 1 minus none solve the problem, that is equal to 5 by 6. 1 minus none solve the problem is 5 by 6. So this problem can be in either two terminologies. What is the probability that at least one solve the problem? Or it can be like this. What is the probability that the problem is solved? Problem is solved means at least one solving the problem, that is 1 minus none solving the problem. So this is an important problem, friends. 1 minus none solving the problem. At least one solve the problem, or the problem is solved. Problem is solved in the sense 1 minus at least one solving the problem. At least one solving the problem means 1 minus none solving the problem, friends. Okay. Our today's problem is A and B toss a coin. A and B toss a coin alternately. A and B toss a coin alternately. What is the whoever tosses head wins the game. Whoever tosses head first, they win the game. That person wins the game. What are the chances of A's winning and B's winning? So A's chances of A's winning. First, let us have what is the probability of falling head. What is the probability of falling head is 1 by 2, and not falling head 1 minus 1 by 2, that is equal to 1 by 2. This is the probability of falling head. This is the probability of not falling head. That means it is success. This is a fail. That is, this is winning. Okay. Next, now let us assume that A starts first. Let us assume that A starts first. So if A starts first, then his chances of winning will be in the first chance, or in the third chance, or in the fifth chance, or in the seventh chance. because first turn A tosses, second turn who tosses? B tosses, and again third turn A tosses. So if A has to win, A has to win in the first turn. If it misses, he has to win in the third turn, or he has to win in the fifth turn, like that. So some of these things will give us the probability of A's chances of winning. See, in the first round, A has to win. If A has to win in the first turn, that is 1/2. If A misses in the first turn, then he wins the game in the third turn. That is, in the first chance, A has to lose. This is the probability of losing. This is the probability of winning. In the first toss, A has to lose, and second toss, B has to lose, and in the third toss, A has to win. This is in the first toss, the winning of A. In the third toss, A must lose, B must lose, and again A must win. So in the third chance, again A can win. If A misses in the third toss, he has to wait till fifth chance. So first turn A loses, first toss, second toss B loses, again third turn A loses, fourth, and in the fifth turn these are loses, and this is wins. So some of these things will give us the required probability. So this is 1/2. This is 1/2 cube. This is equal to 1 by plus 1 by 2 power 5 plus etc. This is up to infinity times, because we don't know when A or B they tosses head. So this is infinite geometric progression, friends. Infinite geometric progression. Some of the terms of infinite geometric progression, you know, A by 1 minus R. A by 1 minus R. Here A is 1/2. Here A is 1/2. Or common ratio. This by this. 1/2 cube by 1/2 means 1/2 square. 1 minus 2 square, that is equal to 1/2 by 1 minus 4. 1/2 by 3 by 4, that is equal to 1/2 into 4 by 3, 2 2's, that is equal to 2/3. That is equal to 2/3. This is the chances of A's winning. Now if you want the chances of B's winning, 1 minus, by doing 1 minus 2/3, you get, because there are only two members, either A wins or B wins. So 1 minus 2/3 will give you the chances of B's winning. So B's winning is equal to 1 minus 2/3, that is equal to 1/3, friends. So for this, you need not do all these things, friends. You have a formula. You must be knowing that formula. P by 1 minus q square. A's chances of winning. Are P by 1 minus q square, and B's chances of winning are PQ by 1 minus q square. A is equal to P by 1 minus q square. B's chances of winning PQ by 1 minus q square. What is P and what is Q? P is probability of winning and Q is probability of losing. So hereafter friends, if there is a case of alternate tossing or alternate throwing a die, remember, find the winning probability, find the losing probability. Winning probability is small p, losing probability is small q. Then first person's chance of winning, p by 1 minus q square. The chances of second person is pq by 1 minus q square. Okay friends. Okay, let us see one more problem, friends. Here friends, A and B throw a die alternately. and whoever throws 5 wins the game. Whoever throws 5 first, he wins the game. Then what are the chances of A's winning and what are the chances of B's winning? Means A's chances of winning, we know P by 1 minus Q square. A's chances of winning are P by 1 minus Q square, where P is the probability of winning, whereas Q is the probability of losing. Okay, here what is the winning probability? Throwing 5. Throwing 5 is the winning probability. Throwing not 5 is the losing probability. So, a die consists of 6 numbers. The probability of winning, that is throwing 5 is equal to 1 by 6, and probability of losing is equal to 5 by 6. So, small p is 1 by 6, that is probability of winning. Q is probability of losing, that is not throwing 5, right friends? So 1 by 6 by 1 minus Q square, this is Q, 25 by 36, 1 by 6 into 36 by 36 minus 25, 11, 6 by 11 friends, 6 by 11. So probability of A's winning is 6 by 11 and probability of B's winning is 1 minus 6 by 11, 5 by 11 friends, 5 by 11. Okay friends, let us see one more problem. Friends, let us take 3 persons. A, B, C. A, B, C are tossing a coin alternately. That is, first A throws, next B throws, next C throws, like that. Then whoever throws head is the winner. Whoever throws the head is the winner. What are the chances of A's winning is our next problem. Okay friends, I shall read out the problem. A, B, C. Okay, A, B and C toss a coin. Whoever gets head will win the game. If A starts the game, the probability of A's winning. So probability of winning. Here tossing a coin, and our required result is falling head. So in tossing a coin, the probability of head is 1 by 2. Probability of losing 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So this is the probability of winning, probability of losing. Now A, B, C, these 3 people are tossing coin alternately. First A tosses, next B tosses, next C tosses. Like this it goes on. Whoever throws head first, he wins the game. So if A has to win, A must win in the first toss. If he fails in the first toss, in the fourth toss only he can win, because second toss goes to B and third toss goes to C. So again in the fourth toss A has to win. Next again in the 7th chance A has to win, because 5th chance goes to A and 6th chance goes to C, and in the 7th chance again A's turn come. So A can win in the first chance or third chance. So A loses, B loses, and again A wins. This is A wins. And in the fifth chance, this is losing, winning. So like this. So A can win in the first toss, or A can win in the third toss, or A can win in the fifth toss, like that. So here only 3 people are there, no? I'm sorry. So A can win in the seventh toss. Here there are A can win in the first toss. A loses, B loses, C loses, and A wins. A wins. So again we have 7 such products. So A has to win in the first chance, or in the fourth chance, or in the seventh chance, like that. Now the probability, this is a infinite geometric progression, friends. Infinite geometric progression, where the sum of the terms is A by 1 minus R, A by 1 minus R. Here A is 1 by 2, here A is 1 by 2 by 1 minus R. This is 1 by 16, 1 by 16 by 1 by 2. The product is 1 by 16, friends. 1 by 16 by 1 by 2. That is 1 by 8. This is equal to 1 by 2 by 8 minus 1. 7 by 8. This is equal to 1 by 2 into 8 by 7. 2 fours. 4 by 7, friends. 4 by 7, friends. So 4 by 7 is the required probability. So to avoid all this nonsense, you can use the formula P by 1 minus Q cube. P by 1 minus Q cube. P by 1 minus Q cube, that is equal to 1 by 2 by 1 minus 1 by 2 whole cube. 1 by 8. 1 by 8. This comes to 4 by 7. P by 1 minus Q cube is the probability of Ace winning the game, friends. Okay, friends. Let us see one more problem, friends. What is the probability that a leap year will have 53 Sundays? This is very simple, friends. Leap year will have 366 days. So 2 days will be remaining after 52 weeks. 52 sevens, 364, plus 2 days will be remaining. 52 Sundays anyway happen, and in the remaining 2 days we should have 1 Sunday, so that we can have 53 Sundays in that leap year. So 52 Sundays we can already have, and in the remaining 2 days, 1 day must happen Sunday. Okay, friends. So the remaining 2 days may be Monday or Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday, Friday, or Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday, or Sunday, Monday. So there are total 7 chances are there. The remaining 2 days can be in any of these 7 pairs. We want Sunday. In how many cases Sunday is there? In 2 cases there is Sunday. Total 7 cases. 2 by 7 is the required probability. 2 by 7 is the required probability. In 2 pairs we have Sunday. So favorable cases 2. Total number of cases 7. 2 by 7. So this is number of 53 Sundays. If the question is what is the probability that a leap year will have 52 Sundays? So then 1 minus 2 by 7, 5 by 7. 1 minus 2 by 7, 5 by 7. 5 by 7 is the required probability. If it is a normal year, 1 by 7, 6 by 7 are the respective probabilities. 53 Sundays, 52 Sundays, 53 Sundays, 52 Sundays, friends. Okay, friends, let's have one more problem. The next problem, friends. See, A and B throw a die, and whoever throws five is the winner or wins the game. So what are the chances of A's winning and B's winning? See, the chances of A's winning and chances of B's winning, let us find, friends. The same problem, that is the chances of A are P by 1 minus Q square, and the chances of B are PQ by 1 minus Q square. Here what is the this thing? Whoever throws 5. So throwing a 5 is the probability of throwing a die is 1 by 6. Probability of throwing 5 is 1 by 6, and that is probability of winning, and 1 minus 1 by 6 is the probability of losing. So P is 1 by 6, Q is 5 by 6. Substituting those two things, we get the result. Okay, friends. Now let us see more problem, friends. Here problem, friends. See, this is a 2019 problem, friends. 2019 MCET problem, friends. 3 bags A, B, C. 3 bags A, B, C. There are 3 bags A, B, C, friends. Bag A contains 2 white and 3 black balls. 2 white and 3 black balls. And bag B contains 4 white and 2 black. 4 white and 2 black balls. And bag C contains 3 white and 2 black balls, friends. Then the question is, friends, a ball is drawn at random from a randomly chosen bag. A ball is drawn at random from randomly chosen bag. Then the probability that the ball is black. Nothing, friends. One ball is drawn at random from any one of the bags. That ball must be red. So here drawing probability of bags. There are 3 bags. The probability of bags is probability of drawing from bag A 1 by 3, bag B 1 by 3, bag C 1 by 3, because equally likely events. So this is a bag's probability. Bag's probability. And let us see the ball probability. Drawing black ball from box A 3 by 5. Drawing black ball from box B 2 by 6. 2 by 6 means 1 by 3. Here 2 by 5. So this is, friends. Then this into this plus this into this plus this into this, because the ball can be any box. So black ball from the first box. 1 by 3 into 3 by 5. The ball may be drawn from the second box. So black ball from the second box and black ball from the third box. So 3 cancel. So 1 by 5 plus 1 by 9 plus 2 by 15. So adding this, we will see 45, friends. 5 nines 9 5s, 15 3s, 3 2 6. So 14, 20 by 45, 20 by 45, 5 4s, 5 9s. So 4 by 9 is the required probability. 4 by 9 is the required probability. Just boxes probability, balls probability. Boxes probability, balls probability. This into this plus this into this plus this into this gives that the ball is to be green. Okay friends, let us see last problem for today's session. This problem is based on Bayes theorem, friends. Next problem what we are going to discuss, this is also 2019 problem, friends. 2019 problem. The problem is, see here some box type has given. The problem is box A, B, C and balls, white balls, green balls, red balls. 1 2 3 1 2 3 2 3 1 and 3 1 2. And probability of boxes. Probability of boxes is differently given. 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 6. See this box. See 2019 MSET bit, friends. This is. The following table shows the probabilities of selecting the boxes. The probabilities of selecting the boxes A, B, C, and the number of balls of different colors contained in them. Box A, this, box B, this, box C, this. The number of balls contained in A, B, C boxes is given. See here now the problem is, friends. A box is selected at random. A box is selected at random, and a ball is drawn from it. If it is found to be green, if the ball is found to be green, what is the probability that the ball is drawn from box C? Box C. This is very simple, friends. Bayes theorem problem. What are the probabilities of boxes? Probabilities of boxes 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 6. Right, friends? Probability of boxes 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 6. No formula, nothing. Of course, this is the contents of this is the text of those formulas only. Bayes theorem formula only. This line is the probability of boxes. Probability of boxes. And second thing is drawn ball being green. See the probability of ball being green from the first box 2 by 6. 2 by 6 means 1 by 3. 3 by 6 1 by 2, 1 by 6. This is a ball probability, friends. This is a ball probability. This is boxes. First line is boxes probability. The second line is a balls probability. Now what is the required? See, a ball is drawn and it is found to be green. What is the probability that it is drawn from C? So friends, we want the ball is to be drawn from box C. Then this into this by this into this plus this into this plus this into this. 1 by 6 into 1 by 6 by this into this plus this into this plus this into this. Okay, friends. 1 by 6 into 1 by 6. 1 by 36. 1 by 36 by 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. 1 by 6 plus again 1 by 6 plus 1 by 36. This is equal to 1 by 36 by here LCM 36 1 by 36 into 36 by 13, 36 by 13. 1 by 13 is the required probability, friends. 1 by 13 is the required probability. So very simple. Bayes theorem problems are very simple. Just box's probability is the first line, and the ball's probability is the second line. And what is the question asked? The ball is green. The ball is green. What is the probability? It is drawn from box C. So this product must be in the numerator. This product must be in the numerator, and sum of these products must be in the denominator. Sum of these products must be in the denominator, friends. Okay, friends. So this is very important problem, Bayes theorem problem, friends. Okay, friends. Tomorrow we shall see some more problems. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, my friends.